I walked past my boss's office and heard my own voice coming from his speaker. But that's not even the worst part. I'm a 24-year-old woman. I work as a junior analyst at a very traditional financial firm. My boss, David, is in his 50s. He's a terror. He wears three-piece suits. He goes to church 3 times a week, and he fires people for being 2 minutes late. He constantly berates me for being too quiet and lacking presence. Here's my secret. To pay off my student loans, I run an audio erotica page under the name Mistress V. I don't show my face, just my mouth. I do dominant roleplay audios. I make about $4,000 a month, but $1,500 of that comes from one user, Titan88. Titan88 is obsessed. He pays for custom scripts. I degrade him for being a bad boy who needs discipline. So it's 7:30 p.m. The office is empty except for us. I walk by his door to drop off a file, and I hear it, unmistakable, my voice dropping an octave saying, "You think you're in charge? You're nothing until I say you are." I froze. David was sitting there with his eyes closed. He was listening to me humiliate him while he drank scotch. I quietly backed away and ran to the bathroom to hyperventilate. But it gets worse. The next morning, David called me into his office for a performance review. He was in full intimidation mode. He slammed a folder on his desk. He started lecturing me about my quarterly numbers. Then, he leaned forward and looked me dead in the eyes. He dropped his voice. "You need to take control, the poster, because right now, you're nothing until I say you are." He didn't even realize he did it. He subconsciously quoted Mistress V while trying to intimidate me. I'm sitting at my desk. I'm staring at a notification on my secret phone. Titan88 just sent a $2,000 tip. He has a request. "I need to see your face. Name your price for a video call." I hold the power here, but I'm terrified. Do I ghost my biggest income source? Or do I reveal myself and potentially blackmail my boss into a promotion? I feel like I'm living in a fever dream. What would you do in this situation? Let me know in the comments. My roommate bought non-refundable flights, assuming I'd pay for our entire vacation. Am I the a-hole for booking a solo luxury suite instead? I'm 27. I've lived with my best friend Maya, also 27, for 4 years. I work in finance. She's a barista and an aspiring influencer. I love her. But our finances have always been a problem. For our golden birthday year, we planned a dream week in Cabo. Maya insisted on this insane cliffside villa. It had an infinity pool because it was perfect for her feed. The cost? $3,200 for the week. I told her 3 months ago, I can only do this if we split it 50-50 up front. No IOUs. She swore she had the cash saved from her tax return, but that's not what happened. Last Tuesday was the booking deadline. I sat her down at the kitchen table. I transferred my $1,600 share, then I looked at her to Venmo me her half, so I could click reserve. Maya gave me this nervous puppy dog look and said, "So, funny story. I had to fix my car. Can you put the whole thing on your Amex? I'll pay you back $200 a month." $200 a month? That would take 8 months. She still owes me $450 for the electric bill from last winter. I closed the laptop immediately. I said, "I'm not booking this. We can find a hostel or a budget hotel for $800 total." Maya exploded. She started crying. She revealed she had already bought her non-refundable flights, $600 worth, to match the dates, because she knew I'd be a good friend and cover it. She screamed, "You make 6 figures. You're literally ruining my birthday over pocket change for you. Wait until you hear what I did next." I didn't book the budget hotel. I was so insulted by the entitlement that I booked a solo suite at an adults-only all-inclusive resort for myself, for the same dates. I told her she's welcome to come to Cabo since she has the flight, but she needs to find her own place to sleep. Now she's refusing to leave her room. She's blasting sad music. Our mutual friends are blowing up my phone. They're saying I'm financially abusing her and that I stranded her. She's out $600 for flights she can't use. So, am I the a-hole? Did I overreact, or is she completely out of line? Let me know what you think. I found a $450 receipt in my husband's jeans, and it revealed a huge lie. I'm a 26-year-old woman, and I'm currently shaking in a hotel room. I found a receipt for a $450 couples bliss massage package in my 29-year-old husband's jeans. 3 days ago, Mark left for his annual fishing trip. He went with his brother and dad. He claimed they were going to a cabin near Lake Tahoe with 0 cell service. I didn't hear from him all weekend. That's normal for these trips. When he got back yesterday, he smelled like campfire smoke. He tossed his laundry in the hamper, acting completely normal. This morning, I checked his pockets before starting the wash. That's when I found the crumpled receipt. It wasn't from Tahoe. It was from a luxury resort in Napa Valley, 3 hours away from the lake, dated Saturday at 2:00 p.m. 2 massages. Champagne service. My stomach dropped. Mark hates massages. He calls them awkward stranger touching. I decided to call his mom, Brenda, to test the waters. I wanted to confront him later. I put on my best cheerful voice. "Hey Brenda, did the boys have fun? Did Mark catch anything?" Brenda didn't miss a beat. "Oh, absolutely. Mark sent me a photo of a huge trout he caught on Saturday afternoon. They had such a great time bonding." My blood ran cold. Saturday afternoon, he was allegedly getting a hot stone massage in Napa. I drove over to Brenda's house immediately. I didn't even knock. I just walked into the kitchen and slapped the receipt on the counter. "Brenda, why are you lying? Mark wasn't fishing." She looked at the receipt and her face went pale, then immediately hardened. She didn't deny it. Instead, she crossed her arms and said, "You need to stop digging, honey. Marriage is about compromise. Sometimes men need specific kinds of space to be better husbands. Don't ruin this for yourself." I felt like I was going to throw up. She wasn't just covering for him, she was justifying it. It sounded like she knew exactly who he was with. I packed a bag and left while Mark was at work. He is now blowing up my phone saying I'm psychotic for interrogating his mother. He claims the receipt was a gift he bought for us to use later. But if it was a gift, why did his mom lie about the fish? And why was the receipt timestamped for service rendered? Am I crazy for thinking his whole family is in on this? Did I overreact, or is his whole family gaslighting me? Let me know what you think. I stole thousands of dollars from my best friend, but here's the twist. I used it to go on vacation with her brother. I'm a 26-year-old woman. I'm currently in Tulum. My best friend Jessica, also 26, is having her bachelorette party. She's crying happy tears right now. She thinks this is the trip of a lifetime. If she knew the truth, she'd probably strangle me with her bride sash. Here's the deal. Jessica is a total bridezilla. She demanded a luxury wellness retreat. It was going to cost each of the 6 bridesmaids about $1,800 just for lodging. 2 of the girls are grad students. They literally started crying in our group chat. They couldn't afford it. Jessica didn't care. She said, "Figure it out, it's my special week." So as the maid of honor, I figured it out. I found a villa. It looked almost identical to the luxury one she wanted, but it was 20 minutes further from the beach, and it cost half the price. I used Canva to doctor the invoices. I sent them to the group. I charged everyone the full $1,800. I paid the cheaper booking fee, and I pocketed the difference. In total, I skimmed about $3,200. To sell the lie, I hired a local private chef. It's a guy I found on Facebook Marketplace named Mateo. He cooks amazing tacos. I paid him $200 instead of the $1,500 catering package she wanted. I told her I pulled strings to get us an upgrade. She's currently raving about the authentic culinary experience. She's shoving guacamole into her face. But here is the saucy part that makes me feel sick. I didn't do this just to save the other girls money. I'm secretly sleeping with Jessica's older brother, Mark. He's 30. She has strictly forbidden any of her friends from dating him. It's because of some high school drama, but we've been seeing each other for 6 months. I used the skimmed cash to book a romantic getaway for Mark and me to Aspen next month. I literally paid for my flight this morning, while Jessica was thanking me for being the best maid of honor ever. Everyone is having a great time. The broke bridesmaids are relieved I let them pay in installments. I didn't actually need the installments. Jessica feels like a queen, and I got a free vacation plus a trip with my secret boyfriend. I feel like a criminal mastermind, but looking at Jessica happy. Am I really the villain here? So am I the villain, or is Jessica? Let me know what you think.